Hello everyone, my name is Benny Ferguson, and the title of this video is, Are you comfortable in your own skin? Are you comfortable in your own skin? The reason I ask this question is because for probably about 30 years of my life, I wasn't. I was scared. I was nervous. I was fearful. I considered the majority of the time the things that could possibly go wrong, what I might be asked, what the problems may be, and most of the time that stopped me from moving forward, from pursuing my goals, my dreams, the things that I was trying to accomplish. And if you're that type person, one of the first things that you have to address within yourself, because it has nothing to do with other people, it's within you, is that you have to free yourself from what other people think. You have to stop worrying about whether your actions are going to cause somebody not to like you, not to agree with you, whether they may be upset about your decisions, your actions when it pertains to what you want to accomplish. Because one of the things you have to realize is that when you begin to move toward your goals and dreams, you will make other people uncomfortable. You will make those that think about it, you will make those that merely talk about it uncomfortable, because now there's someone close to them that is actually moving on the things that they want to accomplish, that's actually attempting to do the things that they want to do, that are actually welling up inside of them and is not pertaining to a job or anything like that. And you make them uncomfortable. And one of the sad but funny things about it is, a lot of times they'll try to pull you down. They'll try to bring you back to where they are. They'll try to tell you all the things that go wrong. They'll ask you the questions of why you're doing what you do. They may try to make you feel bad about it, but you have to get up, muster up the courage, muster up the strength, the inner personal strength to free yourself from what other people think and how other people are going to feel or might feel because of your success. You also have to free yourself from the other people's ideas, ideas of lack, ideas of scarcity. If you believe in those things, there's no way that you can move forward. If you believe in sickness and in illness, if you believe that's a natural, normal part of life, then you're always going to be subject to that experience. If you believe that there are no jobs, that there are no opportunities, that there's very little money out there, or that the wealthy have all the money, how are you ever going to tap into that wealth, that abundance that exists all around us? You can't. Your mind will block you from tapping into it. Your mind will block you from seeing any opportunities whatsoever if you believe that they're not there, even though they may be right in front of you. You have to cut off the noise. You have to shut off all of the exterior effects, the exterior elements that are all around you, from society, from radio, from TV, from close friends, from family, and begin to listen to that small voice inside of you. And I'm not talking about your mind. I'm talking about that inner voice inside of you that's always trying to guide and direct you and lead you in the right direction for you. The right direction for you. And what happens is, when you start gaining control of your mind and you start programming yourself to recognize and understand and know the things that you want, the things that you want out of life, the things that you want out of relationships, the things that you want out of finances, out of your finances, the things that you want out of your health, when you begin to, again, get control of your mind and direct yourself in thinking those type thoughts and feeling those type feelings, you begin to see the opportunities that are all around you to experience those things that you want. And when those thoughts come in, those old thoughts, those negative thoughts, those thoughts that tell you can't do it, that it's not possible, you're able to switch it. You're able to switch it in a moment back to the things that you want to experience and that you want to happen. And that's what I did initially. Initially, whenever a thought of fear or whenever a thought of lack or that I couldn't accomplish something, I programmed myself, and I had tools. I had, you might call them tools in my back pocket. That anytime the thought of that nature came in my mind, it was a signal for me to begin thinking of the things that I wanted, to begin thinking of how I wanted my experience to be. And I used those as triggers to force me to think about the things that I want, and I didn't allow those to fester. I didn't allow those thoughts and feelings of lack, of not enough, of all the experiences and things that I didn't want to happen that may have been part of my past or may have been possibilities in my future. I used those thoughts to trigger my thinking on exactly what I wanted to experience, on exactly what I wanted to happen. And when you do that, the emotion and feeling follows the thought. And when you do that, eventually your behaviors and your actions will follow the thoughts and the feelings. And the more you do it, the more you repeat it. Repetition is the mother of all learning. The more you do it, you begin to develop beliefs in the things that you want to happen. You begin to develop beliefs in the possibility, and then you begin to expect the things, because you begin to see things happening in your life directly related to what you want to happen, because you are reprogramming yourself to believe in the possibility of wealth and abundance for you, in the possibility of health for you, in the possibility of fantastic relationships for you, in the possibility of your ideal job or business. You begin to program yourself for those things. You begin to believe in those things. Then you begin to expect those things, which is where my wife and I are now. We are beginning to expect things to be the way we want them to be. And that's the way things turn out. Given enough time, that's the way things turn out. Because you have to, and because we live in time and space, you have to allow your thoughts time to manifest. It may be a day, it may be a week, it may be a month. I give you a story. To round this out, I give you a story. We had an old grill. We had an old, barbecue grill, and we thought it was time for a new grill. And my wife went out and she bought a new grill, right before July 4th. Right before July 4th. And we used it. But it had a dent. When I put it together, it had a dent in it. And so after July 4th, we bought it, I think, that day before. No, that day, because I had to put it together before family began to show up. So I put it together. It had a dent in it. There was no other grill because I had already taken the old grill apart and threw it away. So we put it together. We used it. I called the company, told them what was wrong with it when I took it out of the box, and they said to return it to the store. So we returned it to the store, and they didn't have any more grills of the same make. They didn't have any more of that type of grill. Now, I did see another grill that was nice that I would have liked, but it was significantly more, so we decided to plan for that. And we took the grill back, and we just got our money back for it. I think it was it was a decent grill, bigger than the one we had before. It was $100 and some. So we got our money back. Now, we haven't had a grill since. This was July 4th. We haven't had a grill since. Let's see, when was it? Today is Monday. Saturday, we got a call from one of our old parents from our daycare. She was moving and having a sale where she was selling most of the stuff that she had, odds and ends and that type of thing, for $10. And she had a grill for sale, and she was selling it for $10. I said, well, we could get a grill for $10. She said that she hadn't used it much. It wasn't old, and that type thing. And I think I remember seeing it, when I used to drop the kids off there. So my wife went over to get the grill. She brought it home laughing because it was the exact same grill that we had purchased from Walmart. I think it was Walmart, not sure. But it was the exact same grill that we had purchased on July 4th. But instead of spending $100 and some odd for it, we spent $10 for it. Now, the whole time between the time of taking back that grill to now, we've talked about, laughed about, not having a grill, wanting a grill. I've looked up grills on the internet. We've looked up grills. We've been back to the store. We've looked at grills they had, and we're like, hey, maybe we'll just wait until the end of season when they go on sale and that type thing, and we'll pick up a grill then. We'll pick up the one we want then. So we've been thinking about the grill. We've been talking about the grill. We've been feeling good about the grill. We've been doing all the right things, and we got the grill. We got a grill, the same grill, for $10 instead of $100 and some dollars. Interesting? Yes. Surprising? No. That's what happens. That's what's happening to all of us once you realize what's going on and once you begin to become aware of it. But in order for you to recognize your power, in order to begin to recognize and realize your potential, you have to turn off the noise. You have to turn off the noise. You have to begin to become aware of that voice that's trying to guide you from the inside out. You have to begin to recognize what is your mind and fears and doubts in your mind, and what's that inner deep voice that is trying to guide you, that's always trying to talk to you, that's always trying to let you know that's the wrong way, this is the right way. And it's that gut feeling, it's that voice. Many you call it different things and whatnot, but it's always there. And if you're an adult, you know what I'm talking about. You know that voice that told you to do this and you didn't do it and things didn't turn out well. You know that voice that gave you a nudge and told you to go a certain direction or to do a certain thing, and you did, and things turned out perfect. They turned out better than you expected. If you're an adult, you all know that voice. It's always there. It's always trying to guide you, but you have to turn off the noise. In order for you to begin to recognize your true potential, in order for you to realize your true potential, and to know that the desires that are welling up inside of you are your guidance. They're trying to tell you what's capable for you in your life. But in order for you to begin to act on that, in order for you to begin to engage that and grow into the person that's possible for you to be, you have to turn off the noise. You have to turn off the noise. You have to stop worrying about what other people think, how other people are going to feel, because of your actions to become more. Initially, I turned off everything. I turned off the TVs, I turned off the radios, I turned off friends, I turned off family, so that I could become aware of who I was, my inner guidance, and begin to realize and recognize what I was capable of. And to begin to realize that most of the inner noise that was going on inside my mind and inside of my body was fear-based. It was doubt-based. It was worry-based. And it wasn't really me. It was clouding out the potential that was speaking to me from deeper on the inside. And once you begin to recognize your potential, once you begin to recognize your power that you're wielding all the time right now through your mind, through your thoughts and your emotions, once you begin to recognize it, you'll want to know more. You'll want to understand more, because there's no better time than now to begin moving on what you know is right for you, to begin moving on what you know that you're capable of, that you're possible of, to begin moving on what your life could look like, to begin moving on what you know your life should be like and what's possible for you. Just something to think about. Just something to begin to act on. Just something to begin to play around with. Don't take it real serious. Just begin to play around with it and see what you find out. Infinite power and potential are yours, but you have to take the responsibility. My name is Benny Ferguson. Thank you.